Hello everyone, today I will be talking about the paper that is entitled Repeated Landmass Reformation Limits Diversification in the Widespread Littoral Zone of the Mosquito Anopheles sundaicus sensu lato in the Indo-Oriental Region. Alright, we are talking about the taxon Anopheles sundaicus sensu lato, which has a predominantly coastal distribution and is distributed across the mainland and islands of Southeast Asia and India. This makes it an excellent system for studying the effect of Pleistocene interglacial period sea barriers on diversification in the Indo-Burma and Sundaik biodiversity hotspots without the potential confounding effects of factors relating to the habitat. Now the location we are talking about is in the Indo-Oriental region, which as you can see is in the red colored map. However, the red colored place shows the whole Oriental, and the Indo-Oriental region comprises of the Borneo Island, mainland Malaysia, and also the Indonesian archipelago. Alright. Now, the vicariance between the island of Borneo, the remaining Indonesian archipelago, and mainland Southeast Asia, caused by elevated sea levels during interglacial periods, has been proposed to lead to diversification in the littoral zone mosquito Anopheles, sundaicus sensu lato. Now, Dufour et al. Have previously hypothesized that Pleistocene climate change has driven speciation in this taxon, resulting in distinct species on mainland Southeast Asia, Borneo, and Sumatra Java. Their estimates from mitochondrial sequences date species divergence to the early to mid Pleistocene, which is about 1.8 until 0.78 million years ago. Here, the paper aims to test this hypothesis based on the expectations of early to mid Pleistocene dated divergence between land masses and lack of recent or ongoing gene flow, despite the potential for this to occur during glacial periods. Alternatively, if historical high sea levels only intermittently interrupted gene flow across these land masses, we would expect divergent times to be much shorter than if isolation had between complete throughout Pleistocene and or recent dispersal between land masses dating up to even the most recent last glacial maximum (LGM). Now, the paper predict that they will have greater power than Dufour et al. To test the hypothesis of allopatric speciation, as they use a much larger sample size, 388 versus 88 individuals, and employ 3 loci rather than 2. Now, basically what the paper is trying to say is that they will have a greater chance of obtaining better result compared to Dufour et al. Because they use a larger sample and employ 3 loci rather than 2. So they aim to get better result compared to the previous experiment. Now, the formation of both land and sea barriers during Pleistocene interglacials, as well as intrinsic limits to species dispersal, has allowed some allopatric diversification in this littoral taxon. This has previously been interpreted as resulting in allopatric speciation generating at least 3 species. The results cannot confirm that conclusion because they detected 8 genetic and geographical groupings between the study region and also evidence for recent gene flow between them in all 3 genetic markers, when Pleistocene sea level changes have so allowed. Gene flow is generally considered to impede speciation, but speciation under a vicariant scenario can proceed when there are small amounts of gene flow. For example, when there is gene flow, allopatric speciation is expected to take longer to occur, which is incompatible with the observation of this experiment, where the observation is none of the genetic divergences, even among the land masses, are larger than those previously reported within species between the mainland and Indonesian islands. At present, the most genetically isolated but not the most divergent Borneo populations are most likely to be the best candidates for an independently evolving lineage. However, the dynamic Southeast Asian landmass reformation is likely to continue to provide opportunities for recurrent dispersal, which may delay, although not necessarily ultimately prevent, this diversification in this taxon. The greater appreciation of genetic structure within Anopheles sundaicus sensu lato, both within and between landmasses, has important implications for malaria control. Therefore, it remains important to determine whether there are any differences among genetically distinct groupings, which should include the 8 reported here and not only the 3 purported species, in attributes relevant to malaria epidemiology or vector control. That's all from me. Thank you.